Audio Jungle.
Most profoundly to this briefing. It is important for me to stress here that the purpose of inviting you to this event is for this organization to react to the unfortunate development in the House of Representatives, where the decision of the lower chamber to override Mr. President's veto was rejected at the second reading, and the subsequent misinformation and misrepresentation in that regard. Following this development, which we view as a temporary setback, some of the media report is to the effect that the Nigerian Peace Corps bill is dead finally. These reports are not only mischievous, but highly misleading, and a misrepresentation of facts. In clear terms, any discerning mind will know, too, that it is not the bill itself that suffered a temporary setback via the rejection. Rather, it is the overriding process initiated by the House of Representatives. Therefore, without any fear of contradiction, let me say it loud and clear that the Nigerian Peace Corps establishment bill is not only is not dead as widely publicized, but still alive and on course. You may wish to recall that the core mandate of the Nigerian Peace Corps is to develop, empower, and provide gainful employment for the youth in order to facilitate peace, volunteerism, community services, neighborhood watch, nation building, and for other related matters. The passage of the bill by the two chambers of the National Assembly was met with overwhelming jubilation across borders, and thus rekindled the hope of millions of young people both at home and in diaspora that the government of President Muhammadu Buhari GCFR, based on its campaign promise, will use this bill as a vehicle to deliver on its electoral promises to provide massive job opportunities. However, we have it on good authority of a deliberate gang-up against the bill, and it is good, and its good intentions were highly misrepresented by those who have access to Mr. President's behalf. It is on account of this that Mr. President withheld his assent to the bill, citing funding and security concerns. On imposition, the House of Representatives resolved to invoke its constitutional power to override Mr. President, considering the merits of the bill and the socio-economic benefit enshrined therein for the Nigerian youth and the nation at large. More so, against the backdrop of the prevailing high level of insecurity heightened by alarming rate of unemployment, coupled with political exploitation and abuses of Nigerian youth. At this point, permit me to make it abundantly clear that the drama that played out on Thursday, 24th May 2018, on the floor of the House of Representatives during the second reading debate of the overriding process is not only a denial of Nigerian youth to have a place in the affairs of the nation, but it has succeeded in exposing the diversity among the political elites along mundane, parochial, and premeditated sentiments. It is indeed a pity that the whole world watched the proceeding live, and the outcome was a clear case of approbate and reprobate because of subtle threats anchored on political interest. The youths now know their enemies, as the members who spoke against the override only succeeded in trading this all-important youth-friendly bill on the altar of securing re-election tickets. Nothing to do with President Buhari that we hold in high esteem. and it has nothing to do with APC. And for any parliamentarian to stand up and be making reference to APC and Buhari is most unfortunate. This is a national affair. This has to do, and the people that made reference to APC and President Buhari would have taken the pain to investigate myself, my relationship with APC, and the sacrifice I have made over the years to ensure that President Buhari emerged victorious in his election. I'm an APC carry member because we are still an NGO. And since it's not a government establishment, I have right to affiliate myself to any political party. If anybody want to find out, I am the only one in the entire senatorial district of Zone C in Benue State that deliver APC 100%. So those who are privileged to be in the chambers, to be making references to APC and President Buhari, I don't think they work harder. And for the fact that I have been with President Buhari since 2003, all his political journey, I don't think some of those people who decamp from other party and making reference to him and the party are being that they are being sincere with their position. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate those that spoke and voted in favor of this bill, because they have demonstrated uncommon patriotism, courage, and love for Nigerian youth and development of our dear nation. By this unparalleled act, they have engraved their names on the canvas of Nigerian history, and posterity will surely be kind to them. Recall that when the Freedom of Information Bill was passed and was denied assent then by the then president, the National Assembly did not bother to override the veto. But when a president that was favorably disposed to it assumed of it, he quickly signed it into law. And today the Freedom of Information Bill then is now an act of the Parliament. Therefore, we are hopeful that at the end of this seemingly dark tunnel, there will be certainly a light. There will certainly be light. This unfortunate setback suffered by the NPC bill does not mean the end of the road for the Peace Corps of Nigeria, as it will continue to function as a legal entity having been registered by the Corporate Affairs Commission under the Companies and Allied Matters Act of 1990 per se, and accorded full government recognition under the Federal Ministry of Youth Development. We have African Union recognition, we have the United Nations recognition. In fact, we are giving special consultative status by these global and African bodies. Gentlemen of the press, let me once again assert that from the very onset of my concession of this vision, about 20 years ago, peace, unity, national integration, creativity, innovation, and mobilization of the youth for national development to complement the effort of government at all levels have been the fundamental objective and underlying motives of setting up the organization that has transformed to what is known as Peace Corps of Nigeria today, which I strongly believe shall be dissolved into the Nigerian Peace Corps sooner than later. Anyone that knows me closely will readily tell that my life has been a history of commitment to volunteerism, social justice, development, while firmly resisting any form of injustice, lawlessness, and idleness. These virtues we have diligently implanted in good majority of our officers and members of the Corps, which has made us outstanding in all spheres of human endeavor. Even within security quarters, this has consequently attracted admiration on one hand, envy and jealousy on the other hand.
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeline Obamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin First Start Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-00 0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.4zhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. 4Z Lovely Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.